our Google site. All right, so this is it here, Google Form. Now, one thing you should understand about Google Form is that with Google Form, you can actually create more of like a landing page to collate people's data. It is not enough for people to chat you up, oh, I want to take this course, oh, I want to take that course. Now, do you have a record of those people chatting you up? Do you have the details of those people chatting you up? You know, the last time I said you should know your targeted audience. Now, when people have messaged you, let's say you run adverts. So after this class, we're going to be moving to content marketing, and we're going to move into social media marketing, where I'll be teaching you on how to run adverts. So let's say you run either Facebook advert, Instagram advert, or you run a TikTok advert or Google ads. All right, all those YouTube ads and those mobile application adverts you do see. After you run it, you need to collate their data. So you can use Google Form as a landing page or Google site. What is Google site? Google site is actually a mini website that you can use to build a platform. All right, so without the knowledge of you knowing how to program, you can build a platform. Someone raised up the hands. Is it a mistake? Okay. All right, you can build a platform. Now let me move further. Now, Google Form, it is free for you to use. It is free for everyone to use. I know a lot of people would say, I know how to use Google Form. You know, I said it before that in this class, you should be able to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn certain things that you've already known. All right, you need to do this, and the major reason why you are doing this is because it will help you. Let's take for example that you are in a WhatsApp group and they say everybody submit your name, your phone number, and your email address. And in that WhatsApp group, everyone started doing what? Submitting their WhatsApp group. But all of a sudden, some people came in, started sending stickers, started cracking jokes, started asking different questions. And before you know, those names that have been sent before, some people, while doing answer the question, some people will still be sending in their names and their details. So everything is going to be mixed up. And once everything is mixed up, it might be difficult for the organizer to collate that data. But having a Google Form, you can easily collate everybody. You can tell everybody, click on this link, fill in your details, and you are good to go. All right. Even we use Google Form to set meaning test question. You can use to set test question. You can use to set exam questions for people. So yeah, it says you use it to collect response in Google Sheets automatically. You tend to get everybody's data, their name, their phone number, so that you can do effective follow-up. One thing is for people to chat you up through your advert or through your page that they want to buy this product. Another thing is to follow them up by having their details. So when they fill in these details, you'll be able to call them, you'll be able to send them emails to their respective email address sent to you. Another thing is that on Google Form, you can customize themes and branding. You can make sure that, I want my Google Form to have this image background. I want it to look fine. I want it to look beautiful. I'm going to be showing us an example of a Google Form and how to build a Google Form. Another thing is, it is accessible on mobile and on desktop. You can actually access Google Form on a mobile phone and also on your laptop. So you can do it either way around. Now, when we are going to be treating Google Form, those of you using your Android phone, you'll be putting yours on desktop sites. All right, you'll be changing yours to desktop sites, your mood, so that it can show out all the flexibility of Google sites. But if you don't do it, it's only the quiz section of you setting exams or question or survey, carrying out a survey to people you'll be seeing. Another thing you need to know about Google Form, I'm trying to build down the foundation so that when we get to the practical, you will know that we've said everything already in this, is that you can build lead generation form. What's lead generation form? Getting people's emails. I've said that before. Their phone number, their address, their postal code. Getting this, asking them questions. That simply means customer feedback survey. You can tell your customer, how do you feel about our product? How are our products liking to your desire? I want you to fill this form and let us know how we can improve. So you can use to get customers feedback survey. Most times it is good to get customers feedback, because sometimes customers might be saying, oh, this thing I bought from you, I actually love it, but I'm having this problem in this area, it's not working for this. And at that moment you will know that, oh, this customer has not yet taken full potential of what this thing can actually do. Maybe the customer has been doing it the wrong way. You can easily call and follow up. Now once you do that, you are building trust between you and your customer. So whenever your customer wants to buy something like that, or somebody else wants to buy something like that, you will be easily referred, because of you know how to follow up your customers. So it helps you build lead form generation and customers feedback survey. Another thing is you can use it for event registration. I can say that, okay, everybody in NDE that wants to register for NDE, fill in this form, because of an event is going to be coming. Are you going to be attending this event? Are you coming with your family? Are you coming with your friends? Who are you coming with? All right, you can use it for event registration, to know the total number of people that will be attending that program, to know the total number of people that will be attending that event at that particular time. Another thing to know about Google Form is that it gives interactive quiz for engagement. You can use it to create interactive quiz section. I can create interactive quiz section with everyone. All right. Which of the following is not correct? A, this; B, this; C, this. You can create interactive quiz session using Google Form. Another thing you need to know is that, and one thing you need to know, I think my first advert I run, which I was having 1,000 students, was collated. Everything was collated using Google Form. Everything was collated using Google Form. Their pictures, everything I need to know was saved automatically on my Google Drive, and was saved. I can convert it to Excel format also, to get their phone numbers and call them direct and send them emails. Email marketing. So Google Form, as it is, people are like, oh, I already know how to use it, but do you know the power Google Form contains? Do you know the length to which Google Form can produce results? So Google Form is actually very good, and is a nice initiative for everyone to implement. All right, for everyone to implement. So Google Form is one of the greatest tools Google has given to us to implement and get effective sales lead. Now I'll be moving further. How can we make use of Google Form? Now, to make use of Google Form, we are going to real quick be visiting our browser. All right, we're going to be visiting our browser, and we're going to be writing Google Form. Let me stop sharing this so I can cast my major screen. All right, so we're going to be seeing our screen now. Okay, share screen. All right, so I believe we can see our screen now. Google Form. So this is it here, Google Form. Just search for Google Form, and when you search for Google Form, it brings you. Look at it here. Now the URL is actually docs.google.com. docs.google.com. But once you search for Google Form, it will show you Google Form sign in. You actually need a Gmail to be able to sign in into Google Form. And the good news is that the class is being recorded. So I'm going to click on Google Form. All right, Google Form. Now it's loading. So here on Google Form, we have different templates that you can customize. Don't forget, I said those using your phone, you change it to what? Desktop sites. There are forms I've created to collate text before. All right, I've used this to collate text from my students different time. I've used it to carry out quiz section from my students at different time intervals. So Google Form is actually something that you make use of, and you see your end results. So I'm going to be creating, I'm going to be sending on the group, and you all will follow also. So now one of the major things we need to do is we have blank formats. If you're using it for the first time, you see blank format. Simply means you want to create Google Form from scratch. We have contact us, contact information. You want to get people's contact, their information. That does not mean that others cannot give you people's contacts. All right, we have blank quiz. You want to carry out quiz, you want to carry out text. We have RSVP. All right, you want to invite someone for an event. Here is it. We have party invites. You want to invite someone for a party. And here above you see we have template gallery. All right, template gallery. Don't forget I said we search for what? Google form. We search for Google form on Chrome, or better still, you type in this URL here, this URL, docs.google.com. docs.google.com is going to what? It's going to take you, that's docs.google.com. It will take you inside the interface of what? Google form. So look at, we have template gallery. Once I click on template gallery, I would see more templates I can make use of. We have find a time, we have t-shirt sign up. You want people to actually pay for a t-shirt, all right? Because of his t-shirt sign up, that does not mean you cannot change it to car sign up or bag sign up. You just change the image there. You can customize everything to your desired taste. We have event feedback, we have order form, people to make order, we have job application, people to apply for jobs. These are already customized templates, all right? When you are hearing templates, gallery template, you know that these things are already made. That's why they call it gallery template. But right now we're going to be working on contact information. Why? For your classwork, you all are going to be working on either party invite. You'll be inviting people for your upcoming graduation after this NDE class, all right? After NDE, so you just do a invitation as your classwork, then we'll move to Google site. Now let me click on contact information. Contact information, most people yours will be on blank quiz, but as I said, if you are using your phone, change it to desktop site. Your Android phone, change it to desktop site, or your what you just need to do is to click on the three dots and scroll down on your Chrome browser. You will see desktop site. But if you are making use of your iPhone, I don't know how to do that, but if someone can do that, I would love it if you drop the description on the platform, all right? Because it's not all iPhones, sometimes you see that. Now this is my contact us. If you can still hear me, please, I would love us to give our emoji. You can still hear me, I would love us to give our emojis. You can hear me, I would love us to give our emojis. I want to be sure that everyone can still hear me. If you can still hear me, I would love you to give in your emojis, if you can hear me. If you can hear me, I would love us to give in our emojis. All right, connection was lost.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you can hear me now, just give me your emojis, and I just need you to all mute your mic. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the love. Okay. So here is the form, the templates we chose, contact information. I'm going to be showing you how to customize this. I know a lot of people are like, I know how to make use of this, I know how to customize this. Just follow. All right. This Google form that you are seeing, it also has the HTML format. And when we get to Blogger, we are going to be exploring it. So that's why I said just follow with what I am doing now. Now this is contact information. When you see something that is contact information, that simply means that you want people to fill in their details. If I should scroll down now, what you see name, you see emails, you see address, you see phone number, you see comments. All right, you see all this. You see all this, and once you see all this, what does it connote, or what does it say? It simply means that you should fill in your details here. So now this contact information, let's say I want to change it to let me make it something. Now look at the way I did mine. I highlighted it. If you have to cancel everything at once, it's going to come back. So you don't cancel everything at once the way every other person cancels it at once. You need to highlight it, and once you highlight it, you'll be like let's say let me highlight it again and say okay, then you can start writing. You alight and start writing. But once you alight and clear off, it's not going to come well for you. That's why I said alight it, then do what? Then start writing instantly. So let me just make it that flow. So let's say the name of the organization is that flow or NDE, depending on what you are dealing with. So let's say it is that flow. The next thing is I need to put a description. So I want to say fill in. All right, fill the details below, or fill the details. Let me just put fill the details. It can be filling the details below, or fill up the details below. It all depends on you. Now this is name. If I don't want, this is name, this is email, this is address, this is phone number. So what you need to do, please listen, follow me. This name, if I don't want it to be name, I want it to be what is your name. All right, I don't want it to be name. I want it to be probably what is your name. I can actually put here what is your name, right? What is your name? Depending on what you want from the person, and you do what? Question mark. All right, what is your name? So you can edit it to your taste. What is your name? Now the person is going to give you a short answer. My name is this. Short answer simply means you don't want the person to start writing story for you. But if you want it to be describe little about yourself, then you will click on where you are having short answer and change it to what? Paragraph. All right, you change it to paragraph. Then what would it be? Is that immediately you change it to paragraph, the person can write long story. If you don't want it to be paragraph, let's say you want the person to choose option A and B. You want to say, are you a boy? Let me write it. Are you a boy? Or what's your gender? What's your gender? Or let me just write, are you a boy? Are you a boy? So, oh girl, anyone? Are you a girl? Now the next thing is I can click on this paragraph here and change it to, I want it to give me multiple option, whether yes or no. I'll click on what? Multiple option. So first option, yeah, I can write what? Yes. Sometimes as I write yes, you see it's suggesting no to me. So if it's not suggesting no to me, on my own end I can write no here. Oh, the no has come out, so there's no need. So here I can write maybe or none. It all depends on you. So let's say I'm writing none here. All right. So are you a girl? Yes, no, none. It all depends on what you want. So multiple choice simply means you want people to tick it. You want people to tick it. But if I don't want people to tick it, I can easily change it from that to check box. You want it to have good mark. All right? You can see. Depending on what you want. And if I don't want it to be check box, I can click on this check box and change it to what? Drop down. So it's going to come out in number format. You can see it's coming back out in number 1, number 2, number 3. So you can pick from it which one is correct to you. Which one? But what we want is name. All right, I want people to fill in their details. Okay, let's say if I want them to upload a file. All right, I'll click on, let me cancel again. I want people to upload their file. I can write upload your picture. So let me say upload your image. So if I want them to upload your image, I need to change this from drop down to what? File upload. So how do I change it? I clicked on drop down and I click on what? File upload. It says file will be uploaded to your Google Drive. Your Google Drive. That simply means you need a Gmail to have a Google Drive. So everybody, even as much as you sign up to Gmail, all right, you have a Google Drive account. Now, in as much as you have a Google Drive account, just click on what? automatically you have it. Just click on continue. So if they send you pictures, those pictures are stored on your Google Drive. So you can easily write Google Drive, and once you write Google Drive online, or you download it on Play Store and you sign up on your email, you will see the pictures people have sent to you. You can open them. Alright, so let me click on continue. Once I click on continue, and one of the beautiful things of having Google Drive, it have enough capacity to hold things, because a lot of people are like deleting a lot of things, but when you have them back up on your Google Drive, you can have images of, I still have images for like 15 years back on my Google Drive. Alright, I still have it because it helps you store data. You can get your customers' clients of years back and still reach out to them to build customer relationship. With your client. So yeah, once you click on file upload, you can see it says what kind of file do you want them to upload. Do you want to accept only specific file type? Because some people, you ask them to upload picture, some people will go and be doing video. So I can say, okay, I want to allow specific file type. Once I click on it activated, it says, do I want documents? Some people might want to send it in documents. Alright, but I don't want to receive it as document. Some want to do it PowerPoint presentation of different pictures on. I don't want it spreadsheets. No, if it's their pictures I want only PDF or image of their picture, or better still, I want image alone. You can choose the specific this thing you want, and if it is video you want them to upload, you will turn off these two. Alright, and you click on what? On video alone. Alright. So, but this is not what we are driving at in the class today. What we want to get from people is actually their name. So let me write name and change this to short answer, because I want to get people's name. Alright. Now, once I have done this, the next thing you need to know is that is this asterisk star here on the name? Why are we having asterisk star? It's because of, you see here we have required. That asterisk star simply means if you fill every other thing and you don't fill the place that is having that asterisk red star, you cannot submit. You can't submit. That's why you need to there are things that you say, okay, like maybe country, I don't really need it. I'm this required, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn this required off. That simply means whether they fill in the country or not, they can submit. But once I turn this on, they must submit their name here. Once I turn it off, whether they submit, they write their name or not, they can submit. But once I turn it on, it's going to have the asterisk. Now, how do I see the asterisk? Let me click on that flow above so that I'll be able to see the asterisk showing here. You can see name, asterisk. But once I click on name and I turn off the required, and let me click above again, you can see that the asterisk sign has left the name. Alright, so let me turn the asterisk back. So this is how to actually interact with this. Now, one more thing I need to say. Let's say I can say use the diagram below. Alright, use the diagram below. In the diagram below, let me write it in capital letter. Let me write it here. Let me write everything in capital. Use. Okay, let me just still leave this as name. Let me go down and do it. So please just watch through. Let's say I want to add a new section downward, this. Now, for me to add a new section, I need to click on the content down first before clicking on this plus. You can see that I've added a new section, and if I don't want this section, I will easily click on what? This delete button below. One more thing you need to know, assuming it is the number above, I click on and I click on this plus, the new section will come under this phone number. So that's why you need to be careful. So let's say I'm adding the new section. You can see that under phone number I'm having this new section. So if I scroll down, I'll see comments. But let's say I want it to be below comments. What will I do? I'm going to drag it down. You can see I took my cursor to where we're having 6 dots, and I press here to what? To drag it down. coming. Let me drag this thing down enough so that it will be easier for me. Oh, please pardon me, I think something is wrong. All right, so you see I've successfully what drag it down. So yeah, let me drag this section back upward to maybe yes, I think I'm okay here. So let me say I want to write something like use the image, use this image. Let me take this off. Okay, we have name. I want to add an image below this name. I'm going to click on what? Image. You see where we're having image? We have text if I want to add more text. But here I don't want to add text. I don't want to add text. Alright? I don't want to add text. I'm not creating a new this thing. So I want to add an image. So let me click on add image. So once I click on that image, you see that it's loading up for me. Some of you did not see where I clicked it on. Let me come back again. Where we are having this plus sign, there is image here. I clicked on the image and it's asking me to browse image, or I can upload image or check my Google Drive if I have any image there, my Google my photos. So let me just upload from my device. I'll click on browse. So once I click on browse, what it's doing is that it's opening my folder for me. So let me just click on download. I think there are images on download. Okay, so let me just choose this. Okay. So now we have an image downward here. So yeah, I can say use this image to answer to answer question. What's happening? I think I'm having mixtures of this thing this morning. Yeah, I think I want to start it that way. Use this image to answer question 1 to or question 11 to 15. So most of you having maths question or English question, they will draw a diagram here for you and they would ask you to do what? To answer the rest question. So you can use this to what? To collect data for people. You can use this to give people assignments. You can give this because in our next class we are going to be making use of this to submit your assignment. After this class section, I'm going to show this link. This is where you have to submit your assignments. I'll get all your details. All right. From now henceforth, you'll be submitting all your assignments, your PDF, your images, everything here, so that it can be what? Well documented. Well documented. Now, since I have this, now the next thing I want to show you all is I want to style this up. I want to style this up like this image here. I don't want this image to be the one reflecting here. I don't want it to be the one reflecting here. This green background, I don't want it to be reflecting here. So for me to change this, I'm going to click on customize theme. Don't worry, I will give room for questions now. I'll click on customize theme. Once I click on customize theme, it opens. Then the next thing I need to do is this is header. This place, this that flow fill the details, it's called header. So let's say I don't want this right up this way. I want to change the text style. I'm going to click on this roboto and change it to let me change it to yes, lobster or pacifier. You can see that I've changed this thing. The questions, all these questions I put, that's name and the like. This is for people to fill in the details. So when they write short answer, you are not to start writing things there. It is meant for your audience to fill in. So this question, let's say I want to change it to let's say lobster. Yes. Then the text that they'll be filling in, where they'll be writing their details, let me make it New Time Roman. It all depends on what you want. You can give it the feeling you want. Now the next thing I need is header upload. Alright, I want to change this header, but if you don't like this color, I can change it to what? To purple. I can change it to blue, but this header, that's what I want to deal with first. So let me click on image uploaded. So here it's giving me automatic images that I can make use of. There are images I can make use of. Let me use this one. Or you can go ahead. We have that of Illustrator, birthday, food and dining. We have party. We have wedding. You can explore them. So let me just make use of this book and click on insert. So what you just see happen is that I change this header. But if I don't want this header, I want to upload my own image from my device, I'll still click on this customize theme above, alright, where my cursor is. And after clicking on it, I'm going to scroll down to image uploaded and go and choose from upload. I'll click on upload, I'll click on browse to choose an image from my device. So let's say I'm going with something like, okay, let me go with something like this. So it's loading. I've inserted it. It's about showing me the image I put in. Okay, let me just put this. Done. So this way I have successfully what? Changed this. And let's say the overlay there is having something like brown. So let me just change it to something dark or so. So with this, I have successfully created a Google form. Now the next thing I want to do is to publish. I don't really need this, so let me just take this off. Alright. So this is where you have to submit your, let me take this address off. I don't really need your address. Alright. Why this comment is your link. Let me write link. Let me write submit link. Submit link. So this is where you are going to be submitting your link to me. The link of whatever you are going to be doing now. This is where you have to submit it to me. Submit link. Alright, so let me just move above. So you are going to fill in your name, your email. I don't really need your phone number. Let me delete it. Then I need your name, your email, and the next thing I need is you to submit your what? Your link. So once you fill it, I'm going to show you how to compile your response. So after doing this, the next thing I need to do is to what? Is to click here to publish this. So I'm going to click here, publish. Alright, responder, anyone with this link can actually feed this at the moment. But if I want to restrict it, I'm going to click on manage and restrict it. Once I click on manage, it's going to load up for me to what? To restrict it. So I can say, I can put people's email I want to give access to this form alone. Because some of you, when people pay for private classes, I want them to fill in a form. You can put their email. You can tell them to give you email. Once they give you the email, then you forward the link to them. So if they should forward the link to their friends, and provided they are not having using that email they send to you, they will not be able to access this. Maybe you uploaded so many embedded YouTube link video here, and you want only certain people to watch it. You want to privatize it. Then you put in their email here. All right. So, but for now, I want everyone to access it. Anyone with the link. So let me just click here to do what? To publish. Yeah, it says shorten URL. I don't want to shorten it. I want to just copy it straight. So now I have successfully done this. So if I should paste it here, if I open a browser and paste or send to you people, you can fill in your details. You can see I've opened a new browser and you can see with the work I have done. Alright, fill in the details. It's showing me my email. It's going to be showing your own email here. So if I fill in my name, my email, alright, so let me just write Victor here. Let's say Victor is my name. My email, let's say, is that.gmail.com. Alright, this is not my mail. So I'm just using this to cite an example. Not at Gmail. Alright, submit link. I'm pasting the link here. Then the next thing I need to do is to click on what? Submit. So automatically you see that it will reflect here response one person have responded to me, which is what? Which is me. Alright, which I'm the one. Look at it here, name, email, and the link you've submitted. So I can easily copy this link now and paste on my browser to see more of what you've done. So I'm going to be giving you classwork to replicate the same thing just now. But before doing that, let me quickly touch the settings. Okay, let me give you your classwork, then I'm going to talk about the settings and we'll move to the next topic. So everyone, I'll be forwarding the link to you all now. So fill in your details. If this class should end, I'll forward the email. I'll forward another Google Meet link so that we can join this class currently. So and the beautiful thing is that this class was recorded when we started to the end. The record did not go off, and we bless God for that you all will be getting today's record. All right, so let's replicate as. Don't forget, you go to Google Form, or better still, you write docs.google.form. So if you are having questions, I'll be entertaining questions